250 Gemstones culture represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. We are more than journalism. We are a revolution. Come on, let's kick this door down and let everybody know we up in here.
She was my best friend. Good evening, everyone. First, I want to thank you all for being here today, for showing up for Maria, and for standing beside me and my family during the hardest days of our lives. Your love, your prayers, and your presence mean more than words can say. My name is Fula. I'm not standing here today just as a mother, but as Maria's mother. And that is the greatest title I will ever hold. Maria was 17 years old, a high school senior, full of dreams, full of life, and full of love. She wasn't just my daughter. She was my best friend, my sunshine. The kind of girl who could walk into a room and light it up just by being herself. She had a laugh that could soften the hardest days, and a heart that cared deeply for everyone around her. Maria had a passion for all things beautiful: music, makeup, hair, fashion, but it wasn't just about appearances. Maria believed in making people feel beautiful. When she talked about her dream of becoming a makeup artist, it wasn't just about glam. It was about
the spot where Maria Niotis and Isabella Salas were killed while riding an e-bike together.
They were both really kind and high-spirited, and one thing I really admired about them is that they really did not care what others thought. They were just being them to be them.
The two 17-year-old girls, close friends, were struck by a vehicle on Burnside Avenue around 5:30 Monday night. Police say the 17-year-old driver left the scene and ditched his car before being tracked down and taken into custody later that night. Wednesday, he was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder.
And I just hope that this kid or whomever gets the maximum penalty.
Relatives and friends of the victims say the girls knew the alleged hit-and-run driver and that a restraining order was filed against the young man after they say he stalked one of the girls. The horrific killing has shaken the tight-knit, small-town Cranford community.
It is really like one of the saddest things. My heart just goes out to both families. These kids, their lives are just getting started. They haven't even begun to live, really. And it's beyond horrific.
Welcome to the 250 Gemstones News TV channel. I am your host, Michael T. Porter. In order to be great, we got to make great decisions. And this 17-year-old jackass using his car to mow down 2 girls, one of which he was stalking, was not a great decision. Y'all see that mess? Did y'all see how devastated the communities and the families were? Side note, why you always bringing up race? I bring up race and religion. This on the side note. Notice how this story wasn't as big as the other stories, right? Like how they always talking about how black people are violent, black people are this. This story is big, but I had to search for this story. It didn't pop up on my feed, right? So this lets everybody know, those of you that not you good white folks, not the good white folks that I come across, not you sexy white women that I take down every blue moon, not you beautiful white people. I'm talking about the others, the hills have eyes looking white folks, the Joe Dirts of the world, right? They honestly believe that black people are the only ones committing crimes out here. They believe that black people are the only ones committing crimes. So back to this story. Whew. This is very unfortunate. This man, I'm going to talk about restraining orders today. Can we talk about it for a little bit? Can we talk about that? Listen, I've always believed that restraining orders weren't enough. Because there's a lot of demons around here. That boy had a demonic possession. Or, because they're saying that we give demons too much praise, too much credit. Demons they do be working hard, though. We can't just close our eyes to that fact. There was a lot of problems with this person. Now, outside of the spiritual realm, if he wasn't influenced by demonic spirits and dark forces, clinically, is there any medical history of him being psychotic, schizophrenia, bipolar? Because that can play a major role as well. These are some of the things that the human body anatomy and science goes into play in this regard, right? If a person is really suffering from depression, loneliness, and is getting to a point to where they have to take another person's life, to where the isolation is feeding off his existence. Because a lot of people can't handle being alone. I like being alone. I am introvert and I'm an extrovert when I need to be, and I do both at the high level. See, right now I'm by myself, and at the highest level, I'm productive when I'm by myself. My mind's always thinking about what's the next plan, what I need to do to get to the next level. Reading the stock market, where can I put my money next? What's the best techniques to work out? I want to get my chest bigger. I want to slim down my legs. I want to get my cardio up. So I'm always thinking about positive thoughts. But a lot of people, they're lonely because they're looking for another human being. They're looking for companionship. They don't have the juice. And the juice I'm talking about is God. See, God's with me whether I'm around a whole bunch of people or not. So his abundance of love and his abundance of care and compassion is with me no matter what I'm going through or who I'm around. So that's why I always start off with the spiritual. He's spiritually lacking something. Then I go to things that we can see and touch. We can actually see there's something wrong with his brain when they do MRIs, and when they do when they do MRIs, they checking you from head to toe to see if your brain is functional like everyone else's. They put you through classes. They have psychiatrists. So that's what I'm saying. Is there something in his medical history that would indicate that this boy is off, right? He's really off. It's so sad that there are all babies. They're 17, like, it's crazy. Now, if it ain't spiritual, if it ain't clinical, if it ain't medical, I'm trying to give people grace, because you never know what somebody's going through. But with that being said, he has to serve his time for this. If it ain't one of these things, is this is human? If he's completely healthy, then he's just a weirdo. And going back to restraining orders, the restraining orders are a joke. Restraining orders are a joke. One more time, restraining orders are a joke. Because if somebody wants you, they're going to get you. And this is where I don't understand the police. I don't understand the justice system. Somebody putting out a restraining order, this is very serious. This person is like a weirdo, and they lack self-esteem. They have nothing going on for themselves. They are literally lost in this world. And how can you be so lost at 17? Then I think about, damn, when I was 17, a lot of people, especially growing up in the ghetto, a lot of kids are lost. A lot of kids trying to figure out this world. And we didn't fully understand, but we understand that this world was already messed up. Nothing was making sense, right? So is it the parents? Or let's check his parents. But it doesn't matter. The restraining orders are a joke, because if somebody wants to kill you, somebody wants to R-word you, somebody wants to essay you, a piece of freaking paper is not going to stop them. But I know one thing that's going to stop them. I know two things. Knuckles and bullets. KMB, it will stop anybody. Because a person feels like, if they don't feel like the person, so that boy, he was stalking the girls, Isabella and Maria. Isabella and Maria. So cute girls, whole life ahead of them. And he looked at it, well, they're not a threat. He's a coward too. So after I checked off all the lists, we had to look at him as a person. He's a sick, weak man. Because what kind of man, a young boy, does this to a woman, right? It was calculated. This is where I don't give too much grace, because it was calculated. If you're stalking somebody they said he was stalking this girl for 3 months. I know how it went. He went up to her. He probably had a whole bunch of pimples on his face. Women fear men that are weak. One, because they don't feel safe around them, in regards of they don't feel like these weak, soft. Women feed off and they sense weakness. If you're a weak man, the woman knows if you have low self-esteem. A woman knows when you're unsure in yourself. A woman knows when you're uncertain of yourself. A woman knows when you're not ambitious. A woman knows even when they're little like that. When they're 17, 16, women are just programmed to understand weak and strong. It's all women do all day. Who's weak? Who's strong? Strong. Oh, he's physically strong. Strong in the sense of physically strong. He got muscles. He got money. He got cars. He got homes. He have a good job. He lays down the law. He's detail oriented. He has goals in life. That's strength. A weak man just goes with the flow. Doesn't stand up for himself. Doesn't stand on anything. Has no principles. Always emotional. So the type of man that this man is, and Maria, shout out to Maria and Isabel for picking up on a weak man's traits. There was a very weak man, and Maria sensed that. Maria sensed it was a weak man, and we know he's weak because he stalked this girl for 3 months and ran over her with the car because his ass got rejected. Because his punk ass got rejected, and that's why he felt he like I said, she felt his weakness. He's emotional. He has no goals, no principles, no backbone. He's just weird and creepy. He probably got dirty clothes. This a weak man, right? Women know how to judge these things. That rejection set him off because he has low self-esteem. This is very unfortunate that this happened, but it happens way too often. Knuckles. Because if I was Maria's brother, and okay, because now here's the thing. Sometimes, there's a restraining order. So once me personally, I see that a man stalking my sister, you don't know where he's at. He's making her uncomfortable. At any given time, this man can jump out because the police are responders. They're responding. They don't come until after the damage is done. So I'm gonna go get the action. If I have to if it really comes down to it, and like I'm gonna have to do a little bit of time, I ain't gonna kill him because I'm trying to get out of jail. But if I can paralyze him, if I can go upside the head to where he's still alive, but he's he catch seizures now, I'm gonna have to do what I have to do, because as a man, this is my dark side, y'all. Brace yourself. This is the dark side of being a man, the brutal violence. And hey, he may have, and I'm still putting my life at danger. Who's to say that this man that I run up on, this stalker, somebody stalking my sister, who's to say this man ain't equipped? Let's just say he may have some bullets. He may have some knives. There's a lot of these weirdos, they're carrying around acid, like actual acid. They're throwing on people and it'll melt your skin. I don't know what this man has. He's a creep. He's a weirdo. So I don't know what I'm going against, but to protect my sister, and I know that a restraining order can't protect my sister, and I know that police won't come until we call 911 after the damage is done. With all of those factors in play, I'm gonna go get him. Like I said, I ain't gonna unalive him, but I'm gonna do some serious damage, because weak, scary, low self-esteem men like that must know that brutal violence, because this is the only thing that's gonna stop them: knuckles and bullets. Even if I shoot him, he won't, I won't unalive him. I just paralyze him. But you got to understand, until he fully understands that messing with whoever he's stalking, whatever woman that he's stalking, if he knows up front that there's real life danger, I mean serious danger, that's going to make him think twice. It will make him think twice. And if he got caught stalking Maria, and one of her brothers and uncles went up there and did what I said they should have done, whooped his ass, I mean brutally whoop him, because he ain't gonna stop. We know he ain't gonna stop because they got a restraining order, and I know what I'm talking about because they got a restraining order on this boy, and he still got her. And what he did, he got her up out of here. She's no longer breathing over this restraining order. I know what I'm talking about. But y'all flood my comments. Those of you who rock me since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. 250 capital G News. I'm gone.